Hello YouTube, Super Shadow Mario 101 here, and many of you have seen my Little Big Planet 2 tutorials. So today I'm going to show you how to set up a Dazzle. With a Dazzle, basically what you can do is you can record anything on any system that uses these three colored wires. So this obviously doesn't work for portable devices, but what you're going to need is the Dazzle itself, right here. You don't need these. These are optional. You can easily do this with just the Dazzle, but these give a lot better quality and it makes it easier to record, because if you don't use these, I'll show you what it'll look like later. So what these are, not exactly sure what they're called. They're all the same color because it works for any wire, as you can see. And basically what it does is you can put two wires in there and it mixes the wire into there. It's kind of like a direction combiner in Little Big Planet if you think about it. You know, one input, two input, and then the positive and the negative. I don't know if that's what it does, but it looks like one. And then all this is a wire that both sides are just three color things. That basically works for anything. I don't know how much these cost. I actually found one in my attic because my attic is filled with a bunch of old video game systems and stuff. So if that's what your attic is, filled with a bunch of old video game stuff, you might be able to find one of these already in your attic. Finally, the last things you're going to need, which you definitely will have, is a PS3, and you're going to need the actual three wires that plugs into the TV. So, give me a second to unravel this Dazzle wire here. What this wire is it is a USB. Take the camera back. So it is USB. So this is what you're going to connect to the computer, but we're not going to do that yet. Now, if you look on the Dazzle, there is a yellow, black, red, and white socket. You want to ignore the black one, and if you don't have this stuff, you want to go ahead and connect the wires. You might have to do this off camera. You want to go ahead and connect the wires to their corresponding color. This is if you do not have those extra wires I mentioned for the better quality. So if you don't, you could easily just do it like this, but you know, makes it hard to record and it doesn't give you as good quality. Because, like I said, I'll explain that later. If you do have these wires, here's what you want to do. You want to take each of these and plug them into all three. Doesn't matter which one you plug them into. I'll plug them in real quick. Doesn't matter which one you plug them into, since I said they work on anyone. I got these at Radio Shack. I think for all three it was like $15, I'm not sure. These are really good quality because the wires supposedly can easily cut, and these are boxes that are hard to break. So, like I said, we still ignored the black one, and now we have one thing in each. Now we want to go ahead, you want to remember which is which. I know that this one's yellow, the first one's yellow, red, and white. So I'm going to take, these are the PlayStation wires that are hooked up to the PlayStation, and you want to hook them all up. Sorry, I have to do this one-handed. Red into the double red thing, and white into the double white thing. So, it basically would work the same way. Even if we didn't have the wire, this would still work. So yellow is still plugged into yellow. It's just now there's also that. Red is still plugged into red, white is still plugged into white. So now you want to get your double wire and take one side, it doesn't matter which, and you want to plug them into the same ones. So in the end it'll look something like that. They'll be plugged in. Plug them in real quick. Like I said, this is off camera and I have to do it all one-handed, which is really annoying, but I don't mind. Yellow with yellow, red with red, white with white. So in the end, it looks like that. You have the whites together, the reds together, and the yellows together. And there's that. And then you want to take the other end of the wires, these three, of course, plug them into the TV. Sorry about looking away for a second. So there, so quick review, we have the double socket thingies, and the PS3 yellow, red, and white wires are plugged in on one side, and on the other side, the white, red, yellow things are plugged in on a wire that has both, and then that wire goes down and into your TV. And there's that. Now you want to take the USB part, remove that stuff away, take the USB part, and you want to plug it into a USB port on your computer. So that's that. Now I'm going to switch to the computer screen itself. Okay, so now we're here on the computer, and with your Dazzle should come a CD that you can put in the disk drive, and it will give you a program called Pinnacle Studio. Mine came with Pinnacle Studio 14, and it's asked me if I want to update it, and I haven't updated. But go ahead and open that up and let it load. Do 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 do. What did you think? What did you think of my mouth-made elevator music? That was pretty cool. This also works as an actual movie-making program, but I rarely use it. I just use Windows Movie Maker. And this also works to record webcam, but I don't use that either. So, you want to go to Import, and let that load. And as you can see, it goes integrated webcam. Not entirely sure why. Oh, because up here we have to click Dazzle DVC 100. And as you can see, now that my PS3 is on, it is actually showing. I don't want to open that. It is actually showing what is on screen. So if I pick up my remote, you know, you can easily see. I think it's lagging a tiny bit because of Hypercam. You don't want to have a lot of programs opened and videos running while you're recording, because that can cause it to lag. But no matter what, this thing will lag a very tiny bit. Get out of here, dumb bitch. Anyway, so as you can see, you know, clearly records the screen. You know, yeah, all that good stuff. So now you can easily start and stop capture with this. I'm not going to. It's basically a record, stop recording button. I think I just clicked it by accident. Yeah, I accidentally started, but as you can see, I click start. You can name it anything. You can't edit it while you're naming it. And then over here, it lets you pick a folder, or it will appear when you're done. Now, I put it to desktop, so the second you click stop record, it automatically stops recording, and it will go to your desktop. Now, you can edit all this stuff. I edited a tiny bit. I don't just think I adjust the brightness. So the only problem with this here is that if you record and you use your mic, no matter what, it does not record your voice. It only records the voices of friends you have that are using mics. So if I go to Little Big Planet and go to create, turn on my mic, and my other friend has a mic, you'll only hear him. So you may be wondering how I get my voice in the videos. Well, I don't record it after. What I do is I go to here, And every computer I've seen has this. You can just go here, type in sound recorder, and it'll appear, or you could go to you could go to all programs, accessories, and it should be in here. So you want to open it up, and this freezes for a couple seconds while you go to start. You can either move it over here and try to click that, but what I do is I start the capture. I'm not going to show you this, but I start the capture, then I'll move over to the start recording button. Let's say I'll do something like this, just change what I'm on. The second I change it, I'll start recording. So I know when I go to Windows Movie Maker, I make it so the start recording starts exactly at my voice, and I shorten the beginning of the video to start right when I go like that. So that's basically how to record with a Dazzle and set it up. Once it's on your desktop, you could easily just go to Windows Movie Maker and do whatever it is you want to do. So I am Super Shadow Mario 101, and I'm happy you saw this tutorial, and I'll see you guys later.